Don't waste my time like that. She does make herself intolerable, I'll be 100% honest. You want to send the kids into the lion's nest? I swear there was like 500 of them last week. It was at this moment that they realised they had made a grave error. Hello guys, and welcome back to Dance Moms, and today we are going to be jumping into all things Abby Lee Miller. Hopefully not into Abby Lee Miller, because that would be gross, but either way, we have got an exciting episode coming up for you. I hope, at least. I mean, I'm hoping so. The last couple of episodes have been quite exciting, and we also have a pyramid behind me and little plug for the channel. Well, technically not from the channel, but on my TikTok I'm going to be doing some mostly daily content on Maths Australia, which is now streaming in the UK, which is really, really exciting. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check out my TikTok at My Enraged Rants. I mean, it's the exact same as YouTube, really, so shouldn't be too hard to find. But anyway, we're going to get on, we're going to get in, and we're going to have some fun, so let's get going. So as you can see, we have a pyramid here, and it's a rather exciting pyramid, but at the bottom we do have Jill. Now, Jill in the last episode, I feel like she was out of line. She was very out of line with the way that she was speaking to Bryn, and I feel like I can give her a certain amount of grace because I can understand why she was getting wound up, but I feel like the way that she dealt with the situation was not particularly pleasant, and it did cause Bryn to cry, even though, I don't know, I'm still a little bit confused about that whole situation. I feel like something was cut out and we didn't get to see the full extent of that conversation because it wasn't quite adding up to me. Anyway, up next, we have Ashley. And as you can see, I have updated the pictures on the pyramid. So, Ashley is here because as much as Jill was mean and nasty, Ashley does not help herself or her child in any way, shape or form, because she spent the entire episode goading Jill and teasing her, not even teasing her, but sort of like just riling her up a little bit, making subtle digs that got Jill wound up and got her to the point that she was at. If you don't want your child to become a victim, why do you make her a victim? Do you know what I mean? Constantly being like, oh, well, I think Bryn would be better in this position. Obviously, that's going to breed some kind of resentment in Jill. She's very protective over her child. You know this. You've watched the show. So coming onto the show and saying all of this stuff is obviously going to rile Jill up. You know it is. So if you want to protect your daughter, shut your mouth. Anyway, up next, we have Abby Lee Miller. And I've updated Abby's picture because she's in her prison era, so I found a prison mugshot of her. Don't ask me how I found this. I just typed in Abby Lee Miller mugshot and found out that she doesn't actually have a mugshot that's been released to the public. So I picked this one instead of her. I think it's her coming out of prison or going into prison. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, she needs a brush. Anyway, up next, we have Jesslyn and we have Melissa. I mean, these two, they didn't really do much in the last episode. Jesslyn made a very, very good point when she was telling Ashley to apologise because she's actually sorry rather than just for the sake of it. I agreed with that. Melissa, you were there. You were okay. Yeah, sure. And then on the second layer of the pyramid, we have Holly because she was the only one that wasn't involved in any of the drama last week. I don't think. At least I can't remember she being in any of the drama. So, but yeah, sure. Anyway, up next, we have Nia. Now, Nia is here because as much as I did enjoy her in the dance, I didn't feel like it was her best. And I don't know whether that was because I feel like the same for Kalani. Oh, that's Bryn. I feel the same for Kalani. I don't feel like those two naturally sunk into the hip hop as easily. I don't know what it was, because I've seen Nia do hip hop and she was fine with it, but I just don't think she vibed with this dance. Maybe that might have been it. Bryn's here. Again, if you want to be on the show, you got to have a bit of a tougher skin than that. Come on. Cry in episode 4 just because Jill's told you not to talk back to her. If there was more, then I'd take it back. But come on, Bryn. Tough skin. Come on. We're on a TV show with Abby Lee Miller. If we can't handle Jill having a go at us, how are we going to handle Abby Lee Miller having a go at us? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, up next, we have... Oh, Jesus, these new pictures. We have Kendall. And the reason why Kendall is here is because She had a good solo. It was okay. It wasn't amazing, but like I did enjoy it, and I feel like she needed rewarding for that. And then JoJo. Now JoJo's picture has stayed the same purely because I used her season 6 for last series, so therefore I'm not updating it for this series because this is her season 6 one. And she did a good solo. I was very, very impressed. But that does mean Mackenzie, who still has the same headshot because she doesn't change headshots apparently between season 5 or 6, or at least according to the wiki, yes, she doesn't. I noticed her busted a move on that dance floor that was really, really incredible, and I was very, very proud of her. So very, very well done, Mackenzie. You slayed that hip-hop dance better than I thought you would, and you made me proud, so well done.
Not good. Not good. I'm in a bit of a crisis, and I probably shouldn't have called you, but there's no one else to call.
She's on the phone to our secret lover. I'm so sad. I just need you to come pick me up. I can't deal with this anymore. They say I'm going to prison. That's not Abby's voice. They say I'm going to prison. Again, not really Abby's voice, but I've got to warm up into it. Do you know what I mean?
And I'm sitting in the back office of my studio, which is my private personal space. Okay? I've had it.
She is living in her studio. Oh. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That's not concerning at all. I really did not expect it to pan to like a bed and a kitchenette and me be like, oh, where is she showering?
Abby don't know what time class starts. Somehow we managed to get our kids up at 7 a.m. dressed, ready to go, and yet that's crazy.
7 a.m. starts. CBA. When I have a 7 a.m. start, literally, my day is ruined from the get-go. Do you know what I mean? 7 a.m. start, I'm like, oh, that's not fun. That's not fun. But then, to be fair, I usually wake up about 10, but I don't go to bed until 2. So most people who wake up at 7 are asleep by 10.
She has so much going on that we can't even relate to it. I honestly wonder if she'll even be at Pyramid today. Do we think Abby's coming back?
Abby's already in the building. She's sleeping, bestie. She's next door. She's next door with her head down, headphones in, wave machine on. Wave machine? What's the sound machine thing? Is it just called a sound machine? I think it might just be called a sound machine. She's got beluga whales being like, oh, in the background. She can't hear a thing.
I was just curious as to why Kendall has a solo and not Bryn. I know she really wants another one.
Maybe with Maddie back, Ashley will finally shut her mouth.
Do you see what I mean by Ashley was not exactly helping herself in the last episode? She's saying this to rile Jill up. She's not saying this because she actually cares about her daughter. I'm sorry, because she didn't need to bring Kendall into it if that was the case. She's doing it as a subtle dig to Jill. And that's how I feel.
So guys, why don't you go? Like, what should they do?
Just Abby in the background going, get out of here! We're here to film, besties. We're here to film. I reckon a producer's definitely gone back there and been like, hey, Abby, we've got a film today. We've got a film. But no, she's having another crash out. Fantastic. Is this how they find out that she's been living in the studio? I shouldn't laugh, guys. I shouldn't laugh.
So does anybody want to go in and get Abby? I don't. Not.
Why don't we send the kids in?
No way.
You want to send the kids into the lion's nest? Yeah, you're crazy. You're actually crazy. Also, I think it's meant to be lion's den, but I said lion's nest. But she's kind of nesting, isn't she? So it still works.
Is Abby here?
She's in her office if you want to let her know that you guys are here or anything.
Just go on in.
They're so evil. Okay, this is the kind of catty behaviour that I'm here for. None of this silly little Ashley being like, oh, you know, like, Bryn should have a solo over Kendall this week. Right, Jill? Right? None of that silly little bullshit. This kind of thing is hilarious.
Good morning.
I am hysterical. I have done everything. There's nothing more I can do.
It was at this moment that they realised they had made a grave error. Oh, this sucks. This is so bad for these guys.
And I have a huge legal issue going on. I can give you lists of the bull crap that I'm dealing with. I'm finished.
They were just like, we'll just leave you to it. We'll just leave you to it, Abby. But it's fine. It's all good. Don't you worry. You sort yourself out, darling. You sort yourself out. Don't you worry about us. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You whack a bra on at least.
She's had all day to get herself together. I know Abby has some personal financial issues outside of the studio, but enough is enough.
I would say being indicted on fraud charges is a little bit more than slight money worries. Do you know what I mean? Slight money issues outside of the studio. Come on. Come on, Jill. Be serious.
Get out of here!
No, I know.
No, you don't! Or you wouldn't have come in here with a camera. You would have come in by yourself and asked me!
That is a good point, to be fair. That is a good point. If you were actually genuinely concerned about her, you wouldn't have come in with the camera, besties. You wouldn't have come in with the camera. But I appreciate your dedication to our entertainment, because I'm glad that camera was there, because we got another epic Abby crash out moment. Amazing.
2 hours wasted, no pyramid, no assignments.
I don't care about the pyramid, honestly.
Well, you don't because you've been here forever. Her not being here affects you guys way less than people that are new, like me and the mini team. I gave up a lot to be here.
Shut up. Like, actually, I gave up a lot. What, you gave up a lot to be the star of a television show? Oh, the hardship. Oh, the absolute hardship. If you gave up that much, go back to where you came from, which is something that I don't make a habit of saying. I will say that. I reserve it exclusively for privileged people on TV shows like this.
I just think what's happening is the people that thought they were going to slide into Maddie's spot are the most unwelcoming of us being here.
I mean, just in that conversation, you're rubbing it in everyone's faces that Bryn is the only one to have won an overall title since she's been here. And you expect them to just be like, oh, you know what? That's a very good point, actually. That's a very good... Do you know what? Maybe you do deserve to stay after all. I think for a lot of these mums, if we... Jessalyn, I don't really get her qualms. But, like, I understand why Jill is frustrated. Because Abby has been banging on and on about how Kendall could be the next Maddie. Kendall could be the next Maddie. And I feel like Jill has almost allowed herself to be indoctrinated into that hypothetical situation. And now that hypothetical situation is kind of slipping out of her grasp like a slippery eel, she's struggling to deal with that. And I can understand that a little bit. She does feel threatened by Bryn being here. But Ashley, like I said, is not helping herself. It's just shut her goddamn mouth. I don't think Jill would have half of the problems that she does with Bryn, if I'm being 100% honest. But the fact that Ashley keeps banging on, oh, my daughter's the best, oh, my daughter's this, oh, my daughter's that. You're jarring, mate. You're absolutely jarring.
At competition, Kendall told Bryn she couldn't be in any of the pictures because she wasn't on their team. Mia actually said, Kendall, you shouldn't say that. And she goes, oh, I was just kidding. How do you think my kid felt coming home?
I don't care about this petty little drama. Do you know what's really, really funny? Is the fact that, like, I think Kendall is just at a spot, like, I'm not trying to sort of defend her, because if it was said maliciously, it was said maliciously. But, and then that's bad, do you know what I mean? But we have a running joke on the channel, especially with this show. And there's a running joke on the actual TV show that I've just run with. But the whole, you're not on the team, Leslie, you're not on the team. It's so funny to me. And every time there's a new person trying to wangle their way in, I'm like, they're not on the team. You're not on the team, Ashley. You're not on the team. It's just a funny bit. And I feel like it was probably a funny meme at the time to do with Dance Mums. And Kendall might just be perpetuating that joke. And it's been taken poorly, and Nia's pulled her up on it. And she's gone, oh, no, I'm just joking. Again, we're all hearing about this secondhand, okay, from Ashley, who, if the tone of the conversation was different, then she's gonna manipulate it to fit her narrative. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I don't care. I think is the bottom line, is I don't care about this petty little drama, because neither of you are in the right here. Jill and Ashley are both as petty as each other. And it's getting ridiculous now. It's like we're trying to point score.
Your daughter's smartass just like you.
I told you I'd had enough of her mouth talking poorly about a child. You feel good about yourself, Ashley?
Jill, you're not exactly in the right either, because you've been saying some stuff about Bryn. You said, like, if she had a brain in her head. That's not a particularly nice thing to say. So you getting up and storming off has all the effect of, I don't know. It doesn't have any effect whatsoever. Has all the effect of a placebo. Do you know what I mean? No effect whatsoever. Because what is the point? Why are you walking off? She's clearly doing this to rile you up and it's working. How are you not seeing this, Jill? Oh, God. So jarring.
Hi.
I don't know who you
Oh,
are.
this is a wonderful man.
Sergio, nice to meet you.
We love Sergio.
I'm Jill. James, nice.
Why was Melissa just stroking his arm? Is that how you greet people, Melissa? You're like, oh, hi, how are you? And they're like, what did you just do to my arm? Just stroke it.
Maddie was with me in New York. We had this idea about doing a story around her for 17, a fashion story.
So we decided we should come out and see what other dancers we should shoot with her.
Well, you know, this would be the perfect opportunity for my little Kendall to appear on the cover of another magazine. I know, guys. I know. She did appear on a cover many, many years ago, but she's had no magazine covers since, so it would be really fair for her to be on the cover of this magazine, too. I mean, not like that witch little Bryn! Ugh.
Hi. Hey, guys.
Well, I gotta find this out. This is the most interesting thing.
All the mums are like running in there. I've seen Usain Bolt run slower than that. That was crazy. All these mums are just wanting the juicy drama. I need to know what is happening here.
This is a chance of a lifetime. Almost every teenage girl's dream to be in 17 magazine, and this is a pretty awesome opportunity.
Maybe it's like a cultural divide. Maybe it's like a gender divide. I don't know. Never heard of 17 magazine. Never heard of it. GQ, heard of that. Vogue, heard of that. I've kind of run out of big magazines, but I've never heard of 17. Couldn't tell you what it is. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up in the US. I don't know. I don't think we have it over in the UK, and if we do, I've not been aware of it, unless it's just in a part of WH Smith's that I've not seen. Oh, sorry. TJ, what is it? TG Jones or something like that? Oh, it's some bullshit like that. It's still WH Smith's to me. I ain't calling it no fucking TJ Jones or whatever it is.
You guys are all such great dancers. You're so talented. You guys can continue dancing. We need to deliberate.
Abby has whacked a bra on. She's done her hair and she's put a little bit of lippy on. And she's ready for business. She's ready to go. I have to applaud her. No, genuinely, actually, I do have to applaud her. I know I'm tough on Abby, and this must suck. This must absolutely suck. Even though she's 100% in the wrong, and she deserves the punishment that's coming towards her, it must suck feeling helpless and feeling like decisions that you've made have fucked up your life. I can sympathise with that. So yeah, there is an element of sympathy that I do feel towards her.
I really lean towards Mia.
I think Kalani is absolutely stunning. She looks like she should be on the cover of something.
So they decide to go for Nia, and you're like, but Kalani. You just don't want Nia being on the cover, do you? I think Nia should be on the cover. I think it should be Nia and Kalani, and Kendall and Bryn don't deserve anything. Just because of their mother's behaviours. If we're playing by Abby's rules.
I think the first one we can say that we are definitely putting in our shoot is Nia.
Yay! Oh, this has made my day. Yes, this is what you get for being unproblematic. You get rewarded, okay? You get rewarded for being the unproblematic queen.
And the last two are Bryn and Kendall.
Of course it's coming down to Bryn and Kendall. I mean, what would be the more interesting storyline opportunity? Bryn getting the role, I think, would send Jill into a major crash out. However, I think if you're saying that Jojo and Mackenzie look too young, I think Bryn also looks incredibly young as well. So I think Kendall should get it. By that logic. Does that make sense?
Coming up on
don't waste my time like that. Why are you giving me a little 5-second blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're just gonna wait in anticipation. Then give me a coming up screen. Are we being serious? You could have just gone, we're going with coming up. Why did you make me wait around for 5 seconds? You're piss taking. No, I'm sorry. You're wasting my time.
We are going with Kendall.
I mean, like I said, it makes sense. Jill said it perfectly. If it's a teen magazine, Kendall is a teen. So, I don't know. Is she a teen at this point? I think so. I think she's 13 at this point. I could be wrong, though. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't let just anybody in here for Pyramid. But James and Sergio have been so kind. I think I'm going to make an exception.
Even Maddie's like, why am I on the top of the pyramid? I ain't even been here. I ain't even been here. Why am I on the top of the pyramid?
The name is the Elite. This week, the mini team will be competing.
I swear there was like 500 of them last week. How many did you scare off, Abby? You've only got 4 left. You've got 4 people. That's barely a quartet. Okay, if one of them goes down with the flu, you're left with 3. That's a trio. You can't compete in the small groups category with 3 people.
I'm really happy to see that Abby's in a good mood today, because with all these issues in her personal life, her attitude seems to change from day to day.
That was happening well before her issues started. That's just been an Abby issue since day 1. Let's not be making out like it's some kind of new thing that she's doing.
It's hard to be new. Like, I get it. Like, no one was my friend when I first came here, but I had to, like, let them get to know me and know that I was, like, team player, and I don't feel like you're doing that.
I kind of agree with Jesslyn, I have to be honest, because, like, I think the thing with the turning point for Jesslyn was the Matty B shoot. I feel like that's when she found allies in Holly and Kira, and that's when they became like a little trio for a little bit, and then Kira kind of defected to the other side and it was just those two. But like, Ashley hasn't really done that yet. She's just tried to piss off Jill, and I feel like if you're trying to piss off Jill, it's not gonna paint you in a great light to anybody else. Do you know what I mean? She's also too obsessed with this whole replacing Maddie thing. No one's replacing Maddie yet, okay? Nobody knows that they're leaving currently, I don't think. So therefore, why are we wasting our time on silly little conversations like this on replacing Maddie? No one's replacing her, okay? That's not happening.
For producers and editors and stylists and hair and makeup people, this is as big as it gets.
This is super exciting. This would be sick. I feel like this would be great. I'm horrendous at taking photos though. So probably wouldn't be great for me. I'd be like, I think I'd be smiling, and I don't know, I'd be like, do you know what I mean? In my head, I'm like this. And then in actuality, the picture comes out and I'm like this.
And she's not as crazy as Jill. I think she wants more than her daughter. Jill's like, honey.
Ooh, I need one of those.
Maddie, how dare you give a very accurate depiction of Jill like that? How dare you accurately call her out for everything?
Yes.
You really want to know what the best advice is? Don't trust anybody. I'm the only sane one here, so seriously, they're all crazy.
Sorry, hang on, sorry. Let me just take that. Yeah, kettle, pot's calling.
Hello? Hey. Is everything okay?
Ashley's talking a lot about you guys.
Jesselyn, thank you for the update. Thank you for the update, because this is making fantastic television. Like I said, I don't feel like Ashley helps herself in any way, shape or form. She's literally sitting there slagging them off, and Jesselyn sat there like, did I not just tell you to try and get along? If you want to be accepted, try and get along. If you don't want to be accepted, keep doing what you're doing. But then don't moan about, oh, they haven't accepted me yet. They're obviously not going to accept you if you're going to keep on shit talking them like this.
Jill, I think Ashley hasn't figured out why you're so, like, upset about Bryn.
Why?
Because Ashley thinks you're going through menopause.
Oh, that is such a wild, crazy, out-of-pocket thing to say. I remember hearing it, and, like, I didn't comment on it at the time, but, like, Ashley being like, maybe she's going through the menopause. I'm like, come on. Really? Really? Women really do be hating on women, do you know what I mean? What are we doing here, Jill? Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we potentially a little bit imbalanced? Are we potentially on the verge of the menopause?
I think the mini group dance is a hot mess. Carrie's little girl Peyton isn't really picking this up. she doesn't get off the floor quick enough and get into the turn quick enough.
Jesslyn with her accurate reads on the situation. Her accurate reads. I mean, has the main group even started their practice yet? Come on. Oh, we wasted so much time with Abby in her bedroom / office just being like, I haven't got a bra on. So, yeah, we've wasted a lot of time. I feel like this competition is going to be a hot mess.
They're all equally a mess.
She's not keeping
In
up.
your opinion.
No, I just call it like it is. Your kid doesn't know the choreography. Everyone else is swiping down and touching the floor, and your kid is like, oh shoot, that's there.
Hey, Jesslyn, we're beating a dead horse here. We are. I know that she tried to insult you, but like, let's stop flogging a dead horse, because it's. I think she knows her daughter is shy. Do you know what I mean? I think she knows.
All right, this is the first time we're all dancing together this year, right? Yay! The first time in forever. I don't know what's going on out there or anywhere right now, but Abby's not here today.
Shocker. Shock. Oh, I'm surprised. Oh, wait. No, I'm not.
So where's Abby? We received an email that she's resigning.
What?
Huh?
It's not looking good, you guys.
What do you mean she's resigning? Resigning from her own company? Resigning from her own dance studio? Or resigning from the show? I don't understand. What is going on here? You know what? Might be one of Maddie's best solos that I've watched, if I'm being 100% honest. This was great. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 10. This was really, really good. I think I like when you play around with dynamics, okay? There are two things that I like when you play around with. The first one is hitting musical accents. Da-da-da-ba-ba. Ba. She was like hitting all their moves, and I was like, oh, this bit's really, really nice. The attention to musicality in this was gorgeous, and that's like big ticks for me. Second of all, playing around with fast and slow dynamics. There were genuinely parts where I thought that I was on fast forward because she was moving so fast and then she'd slow it down. And I was like, what's going on here? It was so amazing. I really enjoyed this. A great first dance for her, and honestly, what a great way to start this season off for Maddie. A genuinely brilliant dance. Well done. Well done. Bryn's got to get an 11 out of 10 to beat that, honestly. I don't think it was as dynamic as Maddie's. Again, I didn't feel like they played around with the musicality of it at all. Like, there were some nice accents in that music, and I didn't feel like many of them were hit, if any at all. So, yeah, I did still enjoy this, though. I would say it was a 9 out of 10. I think it was missing some fun from a choreographical musicality point of view, and I think that is the thing that separates those two for me, sadly. So whilst it was a good dance, I think there is definite sort of room for improvement with the choreography. I don't think necessarily there was a problem with Bryn, but I think there might have been a problem with just sort of how, yeah, do you know what I mean? Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see? Yeah.
Maddie's main thing was turns, and she turned and she turned and she turned. Bryn had like 6 different
Maddie
turns.
had legs and
She had
leaps.
jumps.
Ashley, you were moaning earlier, oh, why does nobody like me? And you come in and the first thing you do is attack Maddie. Do you see why maybe people don't like you? Any ideas? Can we connect the dots? given you all the pieces to the puzzle. Can we put it together? No? Okay. Maybe you're the one without a brain in their head.
So she can't even do some of the tricks in there.
First of all, no judge is impressed by a full black split. No judge. And I will tell you, your daughter, her transition out of her full black split was terrible. So that would probably mark off for that.
I just think it's hilarious that JoJo is one of the worst dancers on the team, and you're critiquing my kids.
I have no words because I feel like, Jesselyn, you didn't need to say that. And then Ashley doubled down. Ashley doubled down and went, well, JoJo's one of the worst dancers on the team. At least Jesselyn was just like, oh, I thought that was a terrible transition. No, Ashley's like, no, JoJo sucks. She's dreadful.
You did something.
They are all entitled to talk about you, but I'm not allowed to say anything because everybody gets pissed off.
Well, don't say anything.
How does your daughter have more sense than you, Ashley? How? Please tell me. How does she have more sense than you? Oh, God. This whole conversation started because you shat on Maddie. Oh, they're all allowed to say things about you. Yeah, because you attacked one of them. Of course they're going to attack you back. Duh.
I am so impressed with our girls right now. Abby's quit on this team, but our girls will not let the ALDC fail.
You feel ready? You feel prepared?
This is actually melting my heart. Do you know what I mean? This is melting my ice cold, frosty little heart because what do you mean these girls are taking the minis aside, getting them ready for their competition, giving them pep talks. This is what Dance Mom should be about, guys. As much as I love the drama, this is what it should be about. Damn. Listen, it is tricky to learn choreography in a matter of days. Okay, period one. That's the end of one sentence. The start of another sentence is, and they're 6 years old, 6 to 9. That is insane. Well done. Big applause, big claps. I'm giving that a big fat 10 out of 10 for your first dance. Well done. I'm impressed. I'm proud. I feel emotional. I feel happy. Well done. You smashed it. I've got no notes. It was incredible. It was genuinely sensational. So well done, everybody involved. No, like it was an okay dance, like 6 out of 10. I was bored. I gotta be honest, that was like a really boring number. Not a clue what it was about. Don't understand the costumes. They kind of looked like they were in, I don't know, trash land. Just not good. Just not a good dance, if I'm being 100% honest. I just didn't enjoy it. That's point blank period. Did they dance well? Yes. Did I enjoy it? No. And I feel like that's justification for a 6 out of 10. So, yeah, sorry guys. I wish I could give it a better score, but she didn't really give me much. Do you know what I mean? She didn't give me anything at all. Didn't serve me the drama, I guess, is the point here. How's 4th place tasting for you now, Ashley? After all that big talk about her replacing Maddie. What you got to say? You got to say anything to say? Anything at all? No? Okay. 3A Dance Girl, the Abby Lee Dance Company. I mean, second's not exactly great for Maddie. Second is the first loser after all, but at least she beat Bryn. At least Bryn is in 4th place and she's in 3rd place. No, 2nd place. So, I don't know. No, I feel bad. I feel bad for Bryn. Ashley's behaviour aside, Bryn is a very, very lovely girl and she dances very well. So I really shouldn't be letting Ashley wind me up like this.
And in first place, entry number 32, the Elite.
Hey, they won! And the little group came second. But they won! They won in the teen division as well. So they are absolutely slaying the game, you know.
I really hope that Abby would come to the competition to see how good I am.
Well, I'm sorry you had to learn the hard way, Peyton, but she don't care. She just doesn't care about you. And I'm so sorry to break that to you, but she just doesn't.
Bryn's mom, she said that her daughter's solo was more difficult than Maddie's.
I think it was.
These moms better get off their high horse and start making their kids work harder, because Bryn isn't going anywhere.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Gianna? Okay, then. Fair enough. Fair and valid. Okay. I hate the fact that Ashley's been vindicated, but if she's right, she's right. Do you know what I mean?
When I think the one difference between me and you guys is that we actually want it. Bryn actually cares if she wins, and she works hard to win.
But you didn't win.
You didn't win. Good job. You didn't win.
You
got
didn't
fourth.
Woo!
Woo!
JoJo didn't even win her age group last week.
She does make herself intolerable. I'll be 100% honest. Like, the other mums, I feel like would not be this much of an asshole if Ashley wasn't that much of an asshole. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about her that just riles me up because it's like she goes on the offensive and then when the mums bite back, she goes on the defensive and it's like, oh, I can't believe you're saying this about my child. Bitch, please.
I threatened to call the cops on Tiffany last night.
And they have no leader.
We really need to work on being a team as well. What do we have to lose? My sanity.
I'm kind of liking these new mums, you know, these new mini mums. I don't know what it is about them, but like, I'm kind of liking them a little bit. They're not attempting to get in the drama all of the time. They know when to shut their mouth and they know when not to, unlike Ashley. But I'm enjoying them. I think that there's potential for drama there and I'm excited to see how that turns out. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next episode whenever that may be. But until then, make sure to keep on ranting and I'll see you guys later. Bye now. See ya.